Well, welcome, folks. We're excited to be with you this week. We are particularly excited to be with you because this is the last time, isn't it, Warren? The last time as a not as a hybrid service, the last time for pre-recorded online services. Yes, folks, we are heading to hybrid services every week. So as with mixed emotion that we're transitioning.
We'll miss this to and fro.
Miss this to and fro, exactly.
We might have to lead up in front of the church like this.
Come on, folks. Got to leave comments. This week out of all weeks, you have got to pack underneath on these videos, comment after comment after comment, okay? We particularly want you to be sharing comments and reflections about things that you're thankful for during this time, or it may be funny things that you can remember. What do you kind of think about when you think back over these services, Warren?
Well, I don't think we're ever going to have a real pony walk up into the back of the service again.
Dusty interrupting.
His name.
Yes, Dusty the horse.
No, Dusty didn't interrupt.
No,
Dusty joined us.
No,
very friendly.
But then Dusty seemed to walk off in between, when Keith got up to preach. Well, got up to preach. Yeah, no, there was Dusty. There was the shenanigans that we got up to occasionally with those doors there. I remember one incident.
Yes, that was well received by some.
Or you've got communion recently that we did downstairs, and people noted what we actually had that on. It was contextualized to the setting of our downstairs hallway, downstairs hall.
And we have learned a lot about communion at this time. Don't use stale biscuits.
Don't use stale biscuits because you'll end up chewing a whole lot longer, and that looks a little bit awkward when it's recorded. Yes, and it's difficult to speak afterwards.
Or pray.
Or pray, yes.
Or do anything.
I think back right to the start of getting to the end of one of my first sermons and swallowing a moth just beforehand, and I could see the moth kind of flying around, and then with about 2 minutes to go, and when we're just doing recording straight through, and it went in, and I had a moment of going, I've just swallowed a moth, and then I'm like, nope, I'm going to carry on. I had to swallow it hard and get it down. This is a lovely memory.
Yes, I'm sure it is. I can find you one if you'd like to eat another one.
Sorry, another moth.
Yeah.
Thank you, Warren. One was enough. One was definitely enough.
Some degree.
Anyway, this is. I've got to say that this was completely unexpected. Obviously, we did not start 2020 planning on doing these kind of things, and we've been able to do it. God's used them to reach a wider audience than just our local community here at Cardiff Heights Baptist Church. So if you are one of those that has tuned in, we'd also love to hear from you as well. Leave a comment or send us an email. And I should use that as a segue at least to say as well that with our hybrid services, so that by hybrid, it's you can come in person or you can be live online watching those via Zoom. But to actually get onto those, you need the link to it. So if you're someone that has regularly watched our services online and have connected that way, and you would like a link to the Zoom live for each of these hybrid services, we'd love to hear from you. So please leave a comment or send us an email. Check out our website, you'll be able to see how to send us through an email that way. But pastor at Cardiff Heights Baptist Church, or Glen at Cardiff Heights Baptist Church, or
.org.au.
Yep, .org.au. Thank you.
Yep. And there's an inquiry on our church website that you can send a link to as well. But one of the most important things for us to take from this is the things that people have enjoyed and the growth experiences, and we can only help those to continue on if people actually tell us the things that they've grown from in this period. So we really would love to hear your feedback.
Absolutely.
Because
Yes.
without it, we could go back to doing what we used to do and lose some of the good things that we've learned.
Things that
and
we've
the
learned,
experience that we've grown in. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. I think the other, like on that point, the fact that what we're moving to now of being hybrid services, so people can still connect,
Yes.
that cannot come into the church. Yep. And this is something that I think across the board, churches were not doing well before. We were not serving and helping ministering to those who were more housebound. And this season has actually helped us do that a lot better.
And we will continue to cater for those with less technology, and we're still going to burn those
that can't watch an online service.
Yeah, so we'll still do the service CDs for those that are unable to come out. So people will still be getting.
Yeah. Very good. We do also have, today is a great service, I think, to be finishing on too, because it's the second in our intermittent series on women in the Bible we should know about, or perhaps women in the Bible we should know more about. And this week we're looking at Abigail from the Old Testament, and we have special guest preacher Chris McRae, who is the senior pastor at Overflow Church at Medowie. So that's it used to be Medowie Community Baptist, or it had some name like that, but they're part of the Baptist denomination. Yes,
it's still Medowie Baptist with a different name.
It is, but Overflow Baptist. I think it's because it's multiple reasons, but where they're placed, the dam, they're actually in the overflow of the dam. But I've never actually asked them.
I think it's
why the reason, but I think there's
to
the Holy Spirit and overflow as well. There is multiple reasons, so it's a different name, but it's a good name. Anyway, wasn't expecting to go down that path, but we are excited to hear what Chris has in store for us today, and particularly about Abigail. We also have contributions to the service today. So we've got the Wright family from Fishing Point have provided 3 songs. 2 of the worship songs and the children's songs. So we thank them for that. And we also have Ali has done the leading community prayer for us. So if you're a long time watcher of our services, online services, Ali did the community prayer way back. I think she might have been the first person to do prayer that wasn't us.
Yes.
When we were able to start doing the playlist. So Ali's back, and my wife Rachel is doing the Bible reading. And thank you, Rachel, for doing that. It is probably the longest Bible reading of the whole time that we've been recording these services as well. We have that to come. But first, let's start with the first song, and that is So Will I, which is 100 billion times. And then that will be followed by Here I Am to Worship, which was one of the songs chosen by the Wright family. And then we'll have community prayer, and then we'll be back for another little segment with Warren and myself. So we'll see you soon.